Hello kids, welcome again. Now today we will discuss some properties of cuboid and cube. This topic I have already taught you in the previous days, but still I have revised this. First I will discuss what is cuboid and three properties of cuboid. First we will find the volume, then the total surface area and the area of the four walls. I have summarized all these three in one part, and then the same thing we will apply on cuboid. So how we will judge that whether a figure is cuboid or cube? This room is also in the shape of cuboid. See, this duster is also in the shape of cuboid. This duster, your geometry box is also in the form of cuboid. So I have drawn a rough sketch of the cuboid, which is just similar to this duster. Now here in cuboid we have 6 surfaces. This room is also having 6 surfaces. Which 6 surfaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So in all these 6 surfaces, pairs are equal. 2 pairs are always equal. This front face is equal in all the dimensions with the previous, just behind this surface, and the surface in the left hand side is equal in all the dimensions with the surface just opposite in the right hand side. Similarly, floor and ceilings, they are also equals in dimensions. Now let us see what are the different dimensions I have taken. Now this is simply one cuboid AB. Now this is the base, floor I am telling you, floor. Now this floor AB is the length of this floor, BC is the width, breadth, I have taken it as B, and BE, this is the height, so I have taken it as H. Now first we will discuss what is the volume of this cuboid. Volume is a space occupied by the subject. Now the general formula of the volume is simply area of the base multiplied by height. This is the general formula. Now what is the base? This floor is the base and its dimensions are length and width, and this is in the form of rectangle. Suppose I have taken this duster, suppose this is the base. Now base, when this is the length and this is one rectangle, and this is the length and this is the width. So if we want to find the area of this surface only, then it is length multiplied by width. So area is length multiplied by width, and height, what we have taken, it is H. So volume of the cuboid is length multiplied by width multiplied by height. Now let us see how to fix the unit of the volume. Now since volume is having 3 constants, L, B, H, so L, B and H, and what they become? They become volume. So if the length is in meter, width is also in meter, and height is also in meter, then there are 3 meters, meter multiplied by meter multiplied by meter. In mathematics they are called cubic meter, but you can write M3. This 3 is the power of M, and we will read as cubic meter or M ki power 3. Similarly, if they are in centimeters, then the unit becomes centimeter cube, and so on with millimeters, that is millimeter cube. So but remember one thing, all 3 parts must have same unit. Suppose length is in meter and width is in centimeter, and this is in meter. So first convert the width in meters. Either you can take meters, centimeters or millimeters, but all three must be in the same units, then only you can put this. You can also write these three as cubic. You can use the word Cu meter for cubic meter and Cu centimeter for cubic centimeter and so on with millimeters. So either you can use meter cube, centimeter cube, millimeter cube, or write in this form. So this is the method of finding the volume. Now since they are having four different variables, one is V and the other three is length, breadth and height. So it means you have to given three, then you can find the fourth one. Suppose volume is given, length and breadth is given, and you are asked to find the height. So how to find the length or width or height when volume is given along with other two costs? Suppose breadth and height is given, volume is given, and you have to find the length. So length, now since they two are multiplied here, you can divide it while coming in the left hand side. So volume divided by B into H. In this way you can find the length. Similarly, if you want to find the width, then volume, and what's remaining? Length and height is remaining. So you can divide by length and height. And if you want to find the height, then it is volume, length multiplied by width. And this is also called volume area, because length and width is area. Length into width is area of the base. So if the area of the base is given and volume is given and you are asked to find the height, then you can divide the volume by area and you will get the height. The unit will remain same as the unit of volume. If the volume is in meter, then you will get height in meter, width in meter and length in meter. So you will have three formulas: how to find the length, how to find the width, how to find the height when volume and other two things are given. And in here, when all three things are given and you are asked to find the volume, then you can multiply all three and you will get the volume. So this is the method of finding the volume and other three parts of the volume. Similarly, if we will consider how to find the total surface area of the cuboid. Now, how many surfaces this cuboid have? This has 6 surfaces, just like this duster. This also have 6 surfaces. One, and the just opposite of this is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now, in all these 6 surfaces, pairs are equal. This surface is equal to this surface and this surface is equal to with this surface. Similarly, this one is equal to this one. So here the base is equal to this base is floor and this is equal to ceiling. And so first we will find the area of these two surfaces, then the area of these two surfaces, and then the area of front one and the back one. And when we add all these area of all these surfaces, we will get the total surface area. So it means we have to find the total surface area and we will mention it as TSA, total surface area. So it means we have to first calculate the area of each surface and then we add all these area, we will get the total surface area. So let us consider the area of each surface. Suppose first we will take this base. Now base is in the form of rectangle. This is length and this is width. This is the first surface. Now the base is equal to the ceiling. So we have two surfaces just like this and both are equal in area. So the area of this surface is length multiplied by width. Area of this is length multiplied by width. Let us take it as LB. Now the area of the floor is length multiplied by width. It means the area of the floor is floor and ceiling both are equal. So it means the area of the ceiling is also length multiplied by width. So the area of two surfaces we get A LB plus LB, that is A1 plus A1. So we will have 2LB. So area of the floor and ceiling is twice LB. Now let us count it as A2. Similarly, now let us see the other surfaces. First we will take the surface in the left hand side and the right hand side, this one. If we take this surface, then what dimensions we will get? Width and height. This is width and this is height. This surface is equal in area with this surface. So both are having the same dimensions, width and height. So if we want to find, again it is in the form of rectangle, length into width. When we multiply both the unit, then we will get the area of a rectangle. So the area of this figure is width into height. Now when the area of this figure is width into height, then the area of this surface is also width into height. So we will add width into height. We will get the area of two surfaces, area of this surface and area of this surface. So let us take it as 2BH. This is our A3. Now two surfaces still remains. Which one? The surface which is just in front of you, this one, and the next is just behind of this. Suppose this is the duster and this is the front surface and the surface just behind it is this one. So if we consider this surface, then its dimensions are length and height. Length and height. The surface which we got is length and height. Again it is in the form of rectangle and the area of the rectangle is length multiplied by width, that is length multiplied by width. So let us consider its area as A4 and the area of this surface is length multiplied by height. Now the area of this surface is length into height. It means the area of the surface just behind of this is also having the same dimensions and their areas are also equal. So it means we will add the area of the second surface which is just behind of this. So what we will get? We have twice LH. Twice LH. Now how many surfaces we have got? We have got the area of 6 surfaces. Area of 6 surfaces. 2 surfaces are here, 2 is here and the next 2 is here. So it means we have got the area of all 6 surfaces. So now total surface area, it means we will add all the area A2, A3 and A4. If we add all these surfaces, we will get the total surface area. So let us add. A2 is twice LB, A3 is twice BH and A4 is twice LH. What we have done, we have added the area of all the surfaces. Here 2 is very common, so we will take 2 outside the bracket. It is LB, BH and HL. So in this way we will get the total surface area of the cuboid. It is very easy to remember this formula. You can make a circle and put 3 dots. One is L, one is B and one is H. All 3 dots represent 3 dimensions. Let us take anti-clockwise movement of this circle. So if length, breadth and heights are given, so first put what is length, what is width and what is height. First you have to write the formula. Total surface area is twice this. Now if you don't remember the formula, then first put the 2 and then put the bracket. First multiply L into B, L into B, then B into H, B into H, then H into L, then H into L, and you will get the formula, and whatever the figure is given, you can multiply the figure directly and you will get the answer. Now the unit, how to fix the unit? Since it is an area, and area generally includes 2 units. Any surface of the cuboid is having 2 dimensions and they both are in the same units. So the area, if both are in meters, then the unit is meter square. If they are in centimeters, then the unit is centimeter square. And if they are in millimeters, then the unit is millimeter square. So in this way you can fix the unit, but remember that all the length, breadth and height, they must have the same dimensions, that is either meter or centimeter or millimeter. The unit must not be mixed, that either one is centimeter or one is meter. No, this is not the way of finding the unit. So you can find the unit if they are in the meter, then it is meter square, centimeter then centimeter, and millimeter square. So what we have learned? We have learned 2 formulas of the cuboid. One is volume and the another one is cuboid. The third face is the area of the 4 walls. How to find the area of the 4 walls? Now here it is the same method of finding the area of surfaces. Now area, when I am talking about the area of the 4 walls, it means 2 surfaces we are neglecting. Which 2 surfaces? One is the floor and the second is ceiling. It means we are considering only area of 4 walls. Suppose this is one cuboid, then we are taking the area of the 4 walls, first wall, second wall, third and fourth, and this ceiling and floor is subtracted. So area of the 4 walls, this basic formula is very much useful when we are painting the 4 walls, when we are whitewashing the 4 walls, then in that case this formula is very important. So area of 4 walls, only we are considering the walls, floor and ceiling is subtracted. So how to find the area of the 4 walls? Now again it means we are taking the 4 surfaces. Which 4 surfaces? First one is right side and left side surfaces, then in front and the back surface. So first take this surface which is in front of you, that is AB and BE. So area of the, first we will take the area of this surface. Now this surface is length into height. So area of the first surface is length into height, and this surface is just similar to the surface which is just behind of it, and the area of the surface is also same. So we will add the area of the second surface, that is area of this surface and the area of the surface just behind of this. So but we have got twice LH. Similarly, let us take the other 2 walls, this wall and this wall. Now the dimensions of this wall is width and height. It means this wall is also having the same dimensions, width and height, and both are having equal area. So if we consider the area, that is width into height plus width into height, that is twice width into height. So it means what we have considered. Now we have taken all the 4 walls. Here we have 2 walls and here we have 2 walls. So we have the area of the 4 walls. So if we add all these 4 walls, we will get the area of the 4 walls. So area of 4 walls is equal to A1 plus A2, that is twice LH twice BH. Now have you seen that something is common here? What is common? 2 is common in both and height is common in both. So let us take these 2 units just outside the bracket, and what is left here? Here L is left. and here width is left. So area of the four walls is twice multiplied by height multiplied by sum of the length and width. Now we know that one formula. Have you remembered this formula? This is what? Perimeter of rectangle. Perimeter of rectangle is twice L plus B. So you can write in this way also. Perimeter of, now perimeter length into breadth, it means perimeter of the figure. So if the perimeter is given and height is given, then you can directly use this formula to get the area of the four walls. So area of the four walls, if length, breadth and height is given, then you can use this formula. If perimeter is given and height is given, then you can use height multiplied by perimeter. So in this way you can find the area of the four walls. Now this formula, where we will use this formula? When the question is given in such a way in which you are asked to find the cost of whitewashing, the cost of painting the four walls, then only you can apply this formula. So how to find the cost of painting and the cost of whitewashing the four walls? Suppose we are whitewashing the four walls, then total cost we are going to find. Now in this case, in the question, the rate of the whitewash must be given. What is the rate of painting the all four walls? So if you are asked to find the total cost, then rate which is given in the question, rate of the whitewashing multiplied by area of four walls. Rate multiplied by the area of the four walls. In this way you will get the total cost. If total cost is TC, rate of cost is RC and the area is A, then you have got this formula, TC is equal to RC multiplied by A. Now this formula is very important. Suppose total cost and rate of cost is given and you are asked to find the area, then area is equal to total cost divided by rate of cost. In this way also you will get the area. What area? Area of the four walls. So if the total cost and the rate of cost is given and if you are asked to find the area, then you can divide the total cost by rate of cost. Similarly, rate of cost is also obtained when we divide total cost by area. So you have got another two formulas, how to find the area and how to find the rate of cost. In this way you can calculate the total cost of the whitewashing. Now these formulas are applicable in the cube, which is very simple, cube, because we know that cube is a figure whose all sides are equal. If we take the cube, then its all sides are equal. It is a figure where all sides are equal and each side, let us take it as A and A. Now side of the cube sometimes is also given in the form of edge, side, and we will take it as A. Now since all the dimensions are equal in their size, so we will apply the same formula. If we want to find the total surface area of a cube, then use that formula. What is the total surface area of the cuboid? First let us write the total surface area of cuboid. It is twice LB BH HL. Now in that case, length, width and height are equal and I have taken it as A. So let us put A in place of length, breadth and height. Then you will get the total surface area of the cube. Total surface area of cube when length, breadth and heights are equal, and I have taken it as A. So put A in place of length, breadth and height. A multiplied by A multiplied by A multiplied by A multiplied by A square, a square, that is 3a square you have got, so it is 3a square, and 3 2 just 6, it is 6a square, that is total surface area of a cube is 6a square, or 6 multiplied by side square, or 6 multiplied by edge square. Whatever is given in the question, you can use this formula. So total surface area of the cube is 6 multiplied by side square. It means one side is given, first you can multiply that with the same unit and then multiply it by the 4, and you will get the area of the cube. If we want to find the volume of the cube, then volume of cuboid is length into width into height. Now in cube, since all three units are equal, so the volume of cube, now put A in place of L, B and H. A multiplied by A multiplied by A, that is A3. So if one side is given, you can multiply the same figure 3 times, you will get the volume of the cube. So in this way you can calculate the volume and total surface area of the cube. So kids, I have given this thing in the question paper also, so you can solve so many questions on this. I have given some questions also. So thank you kids, thank you very much.